One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Florida State's offense will get first crack at it today. The give to the tailback. Hard running there. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Might be changing the route. Looking for a push on 4th down. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, there are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Moses.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ezukama. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it in. It's Ezukama. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Pulls and fired complete. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it in the middle, it's Moses. Touchdown Seminoles! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. The Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the first down. The give on the option. Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keep it on the ground.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
You knew this offense wanted to come into this one establishing the run, guys. They didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical. They were pushing guys around up front, and this guy caps it off with a nice touchdown run.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Ezukama. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Grabbed behind the line, it's Staples. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Knowles! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to throw, it's Dozier. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab on the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Wildcats in the hurry-up. Off the RPO, complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Punt is in the air on fourth down. On his way back from the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Quarterback on the keeper. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Second down, he'll throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. You're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Makes the grab. It's Ezukama. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Noles have this offense rolling. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Got the first down and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Dozier. Unloads it left. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Finds a little space. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Noles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The RPO, it's complete. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Moses. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Pocket breaking down. Punts it out of the air. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking to throw, it's Dozier. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He fires a bullet to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. So let's see. Play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Quick timeout by the defense. Trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Going right to work up top. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Dozier. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Kentucky right back to the line. Back to throw, it's Dozier. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Breaks a tackle. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
That's reeled in. It's Ezukama. There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll run it from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range, 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown Seminoles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He'll keep it himself. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Kentucky going quickly.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking downfield, it's Dozier. Here's a heat. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the...
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by the...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it real.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They just keep firing. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, and it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Knowles! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Dozier. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
If you consider the swing pass an extension of the running game, well, they shut down the run and the swing on that one.
No doubt. Locked him down. Great job seeing it right away. Eyes on the running back, and as soon as they threw it, multiple guys breaking on the football, getting to him, not letting him do any damage after the catch.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A strike downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working that left side now. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. It's a draw. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, and when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release by the QB.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's the way to catch it, big fella.
The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Defense uses a sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple.
Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Leaves it with the running back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here at the end of the game.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Handoff from the gun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Great place to start for this offense. They want to run this quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, time.
Fires toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.